love to tell you, but I can't because I feel like you are actually recording this and it will end up somewhere. But anyways.
Alright, no, this didn't happen. This actually happened. Hi, Beth. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut Jonny the monkey off. I love him, he's a great dude. But I forced him to do this. I literally held a gun and a knife to his baby's throat, so. It's only his fault because he said you would be fun to do a podcast with. He's like, you guys would just talk about movies, and I'm like, fucking get her on the phone right now. What's the worst that's gonna happen? She's like, I'm cooking dinner. I gotta turn over my eggs or some bullshit. And I'm sorry. I just had to preface that with, I forced him to do this. It's not his fault. I'm like, so blame it on me, Akon. Alright, in that case, Jesus. Let me see if I can make this work. Hold on, Jonny the Monkey. I'm putting you on speaker mode. Alright, mic checks. Hello, Mr. Beth.
Hey.
Hey, are you a tranny? I'm sorry, I don't know.
No.
I'm just trying to be progressive. He said...
I identify as a straw, though.
I identify as a unicorn because there's no one like me.
Yeah, nowadays you never know. Right?
Well, anyway, I have to say, welcome to Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Just time for a quick recap of the week. This is your chance to say words if you would like.
Okay. Hello.
Jonny the Monkey, ladies first. I know you're a lady and a bitch, but... No, Jonny the Monkey is a fucking sweetheart. You're so fortunate if you know him. We can't divulge his full information because too many people, his OnlyFans account would crash if they knew who he was. And he's a beautiful, gorgeous human being. And again, this is not Jonny the Monkey's fault. No, it actually is. You said she would be great on the podcast, so let's let the lady say words. So how about Joe Biden? No, I'm kidding. Please. I fucking slit my fucking throat before that ever happens.
Oh my goodness.
So welcome to the Praxcast. Yo, I was telling him, and I'm like, Beth is a hot name. I'm like, I always wanted to smash a Liz or a Beth. It just, it's like a bucket list.
About 8 years.
What?
Oh no.
Anyways, moving on.
Someone's uncomfortable. Jesus Christ. Alright, you supermodel slut. Cindy Crawford. Why don't you be like a dumb blonde on the Weather channel and give us the lowdown on what's going on in the world? You're like, so Syria sucks, and Afghanistan sucks as well, and it's gonna be warm. Here's to you, Chuck.
There's things that I would love to tell you, but I can't because I feel like you are actually recording this and it will end up somewhere. But anyways.
What are you... Why would you... Now you just piqued my interest, sir.
Well, one of my good friends actually was a weather woman.
He was a what? A lemonhead?
A
A
weather
weatherman. A meteorologist.
Oh, that means that's like Latin for liar. Okay, I understand.
That's true because the weather is never what you say it's gonna be.
Oh, I tell the weather. When it tries to rain at me, I'd be like, no, and then the clouds just go away.
It's just funny because you accidentally hit on some true words that made me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
You know,
you're...
that made me laugh because I was like, oh my god, motherfucker, like, you don't even know. But that's why it's funny, is because it's like, you didn't say that on purpose, you don't know, but I'm like,
Yeah, well, speaking of the weather and forecasting, yo, that's a great segue, by the way, bitches. Speaking of the weather and forecasting, how badly did you brief young Beth over here? You're like, listen, my friend DMX, he made me do this, and I'm sorry about this in advance.
Beth's coming fresh. Beth doesn't know you, me. I mean, she knows me, but Beth, I just said, hey, Beth, hold on.
You said she'd be great on the podcast, and I'm like, let's give it a shot right now. Clink and
I do
sink.
watch a lot of podcasts. You probably watched Joe Rogan.
See, he even said that. He's like, you guys are just going to talk about Joe Rogan the whole time. And I'm like, yo, Jordan Peterson is my spirit animal. And
Oh my gosh.
see, he called it. Jonny the fucking monkey. Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance, and thank you for doing this, even though you're not doing anything, but you're just talking with your face. But you know how it works.
I do.
I forced him to do it, so I take full responsibility for getting you Me Too'd, so it's my problem. Alright, you can say words now.
Yes.
No, she seems cool as a fan, bro. Mr. Beth, will you tell us a story time about you?
No. I mean, she can, but Beth is a lot like me.
She's like, I was born on a farm in Kansas. Everyone died of smallpox.
Me and Beth, our stars are so ridiculous that it's you're like, that's an action movie. That's not a real thing, and you're like, no, that's what happened last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you Bruce Willis the shit out of somebody? What happened? Don't tell me she's like, I was in a gunfight in the parking lot.
We can't get too personal about that level.
Oh yeah, just don't say, specifics. Like, but like, yo, I was in a gunfight at 34th and 2nd, and no, but like, that's way too specific. But like, I was just in the hood, and this nigga pulled a 9 at me. I pulled up my 38, and I was like, "What's up?" I got the Trey Pound, and he's like, "I got this Nina," and then I ducked behind the car.
So what's the segue? Because obviously you know that I have crazy stories. Well, what's the segue? Where are we going?
What do you mean? Are we just gonna be like? Are we gonna be like Comedy Central? This is not happening, and just tell stories about getting arrested.
Oh, I love that. I love this is happening. Did you see the one with Kurt?
All right, here's the segue. You set yourself up for this one, Jonny the Monkey. You said, "Oh, you guys are just gonna talk about Joe." Yo, who's your favorite comedian, Elizabeth?
Right now it has to be Dave Chappelle.
That's so vanilla. You fucking mainstream
okay,
cocksucker.
Underground comedian, I would say Tim Dillon.
No, bitch! Fuck you! You don't know Tim Dillon. Get the fuck out of here.
I just saw him like a few months ago. I was front row.
This is what I was afraid was gonna happen. I'd be like, Jonny the Monkey, you're gonna introduce me to a cool person, and it's not gonna go good. God
That's
damn
exactly what I told you.
Yeah, you're like, you're gonna talk about Joe Rogan and comedians the whole time, and you fucking knew it, and you sacked up, and you did it anyway. Alright, Tim Dillon, go on. Tim Dillon, grew up in the next town from, well, I can't say anything.
Really?
But yes. And he's like
That's pretty
15
cool.
days older than I am. That's all the information I can give you, because you're a stranger, and my parents told me to not get in cars with strangers.
Yeah, I mean, I probably started following him at the beginning of the pandemic. Obviously, he moved to Austin, and so he had some pretty funny things to say about, like, we had a freeze here in Texas. And
yeah, he takes
say.
a huge shit on Austin at every opportunity. He's Austin's a tire fire in a dumpster. He's like, I don't know why anyone would have come here. He's like a certain comic.
He was like, it's for people who couldn't make their art viable.
He's like, yeah, an art gallery in Austin. Okay, I'll meet you there. Fuck you.
He's like, the artists here are shooting up heroin on the side of the street, and they should have this city. I was like, oh,
He's
man.
like, this city is a hellscape that should be burned to the ground.
I loved that rant. I played it over and over. It was really hilarious.
My favorite rant of all time is the Bill Burr Philadelphia rant. If you know comedy.
I don't know if I've heard that.
Elizabeth, the levels of disrespect. They're going to follow you wherever you go. No way.
I gotta hear that one. We could probably...
young Jamie. Jamie, can you pull this up? My name is Joe. I'm going to send you something, Jamie Rogan.
Okay, yeah. Send me something. Tell me I'm Jamie.
I can't tell you what. It's 16-minute rant. He's like, you fucking piece of shit, no bridge having the city. They start booing him, and he just goes off for 15 minutes. He's like, I hope all you fucking die, and you have a stroke, and your fucking head smashes into the gravel before you get into your Ford Focus. You piece of shit, no bridge having city. What do you got? The Flyers, a bunch of fucking ice capades, pussies on ice. The Phillies haven't won anything since you've been alive. Fuck this city. Your cheesesteaks are disgusting. How much time left? 10 minutes. 10 minutes to rip, you piece of shits. Look at you guys. You're fucking booing me from a fucking lawn. It's epic. I'm disappointed in you, Elizabeth. By the way, that's your new name. I'm sorry. I love you, but
Yeah.
Elizabeth is a term of endearment. And Jonny the Monkey absolutely called it. He's like, you guys are going to talk about comedy and podcasts. And I'm like, yeah, probably. Let's go.
I'm like, this is a horrible idea.
No, this is a great idea, bro. She was going to be the third co-host on the number one Praxcasted show in the world.
If we do this, then we have to do it properly, and we're definitely not doing it properly, so that's bullshit.
No, this could be like a practice round, I guess.
The whole point of the Praxcast is it's a practice podcast. So it's not supposed to be taken seriously. And the main rule is you cannot identify yourself. Otherwise, you'll get me too. Because my opening was niggas and Jews, Hindus and Jews, spics and mix, gooks and mooks, hags and fags of all ages, dumb bitches of all ages, races and faces.
Yeah, you probably need to change that.
This is the program that reaches the beaches and shakes the lakes. Welcome to the Praxcast. I am joined by Jonny the Monkey and the lovely Elizabeth. She's probably a fat hippo, but we'll call her Elizabeth. She sounds like a squeaky fucking, like a lug nut on a wheel. I don't know what's wrong with her.
I would like to name her since I've been named Jonny the Monkey.
I don't give a fuck. DMX the God will name everyone, and you will accept it.
I want to name her Francesca.
Francesca!
That sounds like an Italian dish that I'd be eating, and I don't want to eat your friend. I'm sure she's a beautiful lady, but I'm not going to eat her box.
She's a beautiful lady, but that's not the point. I'm just trying to think of a great name.
Elizabeth, dude, that's perfect. Elizabeth is.
It's not. It's not.
I don't know. Maybe she gets to weigh in on her own name. What does she think? No.
Elizabeth is funny. It is funny. Francesca reminds me of like a boutique.
Francesca, you sound like a fat Italian hostess. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
Elizabeth sounds like you're some slutty royal, and I'm like, yeah, that's way more intriguing.
Yeah.
She's laughing. She's like, I don't know how to respond to that. This guy's absolutely he's out of his tree. Jonny the Monkey, you say words. You've done this. You've made this trifecta of terror.
It's not. I do this all the time. Anyway.
Yo, Elizabeth. Because ladies first. I know Jonny the Monkey is a transgendered woman, but you're a natural born woman. I think it says that on your birth certificate. If you could have one more person in this, I don't know, gathering, who would it be? Living or dead? If you say George Carlin, I'm gonna not tell you.
No, George Carlin, love George Carlin, though.
Bro, he changed my life.
Episode of SNL.
He did in 1975. Yo, this bitch knows comedy. I have to give her points.
I went back and
she's not.
He hosted the first episode of SNL when it was decent. It hasn't been good for like 30 years, but
yeah. I still watch it. There's like that hope in me that.
Oh no! Oh my God! There's so many better things you could put your time and eyeballs on.
Well, Saturday night, Tim Dillon also uploads, but sometimes it's late.
You probably see his show like religiously every week, and you're like, oh, Saturday at 3 a.m, Tim Dillon's on. Let's go.
I do.
So yo, that's it. I figured it out. We just got to call Tim Dillon, and they'll be like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
That would be giant.
About when he called Sonic. Did you ever see that one?
What? Say again?
When Tim Dillon called Sonic Drive-In. It was around the time people were complaining about having to go back to work because they wanted, they didn't want to get off unemployment and stuff. So he's like, these are great jobs. He's like, people are working at Arby's, Sonic. Who wouldn't want to work there?
Yeah, and he's like, how much are you making? What's your wage? And they're like, I make $11.73. He's like, that's incredible.
Yeah, calculate.
My favorite bit was besides the wallet. I'm sure you've seen that. Elon Musk created a new type of money, Tommy. Who is Elon Musk? He was an astronaut, Tommy.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Oh my god, you need to play that right now. Like, if you have a second screen or whatever, it's literally a minute and like 38 seconds long. That, and when he does the critique of the Arkansas dude who's like, take a shot at being healthy. And he's like, this man is clearly a drug dealer. And they didn't even try and put him in front of a building. They just put him in front of an old Ford Mustang in a parking lot. And he's like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm out here hustling. And they're like, really? What's your job? What do you do? He's like, I'm in these streets making things happen. He's like, all right, pause it, man. He's like, this clearly is an ad. It's like saying, hey, if you also sell drugs, you should get the vaccine. It's tremendous.
Dude, this is exactly why I said this was a bad idea.
No, this is a good idea. Jonny the Monkey, we fucking love you. I will shoot Elizabeth in the fucking face like 4 times. You know I play Call of Duty. Elizabeth, why don't you play Call of Duty with us?
She does not.
She's like, I got a house and a wife and a lesbian partner and 3 adopted babies. I don't know.
I'm not a gamer. I'm just, they say, like, you like things that you're good at. And I actually was never good at gaming.
Are you good at being a dumb bitch?
No, like, for instance, I play guitar, but I cannot play Guitar Hero for, like, the life of me.
Yeah, because you do the real thing instead of fucking this 4-button. Alright, you're coming on the remix, and you're coming on the Prax. That's it.
I'm like, how come this doesn't translate to real life,
Because it's...
She has really good songs. I used to actually hate her songs because they were so depressing. They're like Lana Del Rey songs.
Why isn't she trending on Spotify then? Fucking, if everyone wants depressing, kill yourself guitar tracks. I mean, this bitch should be topping the charts. Her name is Elizabeth, by the way. Yo, can you please rename yourself as Elizabeth?
I can follow, but I'm just saying.
Yo, if you have I'm sorry to put you guys on hold, but is there someone who has at Elizabeth? If that's not like a Twitter account, you should snipe that right now.
Why though?
Because that's something you can distinguish yourself. Bro, I have at Praxcast. I mean, 8 letters. It's the most recognizable thing on a Google hit. And I paid no marketing money. And one day, like you said, you're like, after I'm dead, I wish someone recorded our banter so, like, future generations can hear it and maybe learn from it and have a laugh or get a lesson out of it. And I was like, damn, man, you made me feel special. Like, I'm doing something that's, positive. Like a contributing force to this goddamn world. One of you say words. Who's going first? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, I am not, I can't say his name, but I am not on cocaine. I cannot judge Jonny. She doesn't know who we're talking about, and I don't want to name him. But
Okay.
If we could get him, that would be tremendous.
Ultra?
Hey, yeah, you're right. It's as far as you can go. I mean...
It's a wild card. You know that. Like, I mean, I let you talk to my mother today. Would I let Ultra talk to my mother? Probably not. There would be too many Jonny the Monkeys.
That's how cool I am. Yo, Elizabeth.
Why? get that.
I got to talk to... What?
Yeah, just like, I'm like, yeah. I mean...
I'm fucking so fortunate I got to have a conversation with the birth mother of Johnny the Monkey. And she walked away, like, cackling, smiling. She's like, fucking that guy... Alright, I understand why you talk to these psychos sometimes. Are you laughing at me, Elizabeth? The levels of disrespect will follow you wherever you go. I think she was laughing with me.
No, I'm not laughing. But I probably have to go eat in a second. Can we continue the podcast later?
Yeah.
About it. I thought it was gonna work. Johnny the Monkey, he called it.
It didn't work.
Alright, Elizabeth.
Okay, let me eat with my family and then I'll...
What's your ETA? I don't know how fat you are. Do you need like 70 minutes to eat, or do you need like 9?
It's like half an hour maximum.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that. That's a perfect 8 o'clock in America time.
Okay.
Alright, lady, nice to meet you. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you.
Same.
Peace.
Johnny the Monkey. You called it so fucking well.
I'm not a dumb bitch. Neither is she. And if you saw...
You're the biggest dumb bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
Johnny the Monkey. REC. The REC.
What?
If you think about, how technology works, or how multi-tracking waveforms go, REC, what do you think?
Recording?
My nigga.
I don't know if you... Okay, so I'm thinking like 30 things at one moment, right?
Any closing thoughts?
When you said REC, recording, other thing is that everything is tracked by GPS.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where any of you live. I don't care.
But anyway.
The whole point is, the Prax was a Prax, and now it's a true one. And... what have we got? 24 minutes? I think you've picked up on it by now.
34 and 17.
Yep, we'll call it that. Alright, everybody. For Elizabeth and Johnny the Monkey and DMX the God, hopefully this never sees the light of day, but we're signing off. Love you, bitches. Drive fast, take chances, be nice to each other. Good luck, have fun.